Welcome to Don't Skip the Previews. We were fortunate enough to attend the Future of Cinema conference at this year's NAB show. One of the hot panels this year was the Diversity in Cinema panel. We were able to have a few moments with panelist and producer Stephen Love Jr. to find out how he got his start in the film industry and to get info on his new film, The Land, which hits theaters in July.
The Land is a story of these four boys on the east side of Cleveland, Ohio that are using skateboarding as a way to get out of the hood. But of course, when you're in those situations, skateboarding is not cheap. You find ways that aren't necessarily the best to try to support those dreams. So they get caught in the web of a local queen pen, and it's all about who's going to sacrifice themselves for the good of the rest of the crew, so that at least somebody can make it out. I went to Morehouse undergrad where I studied business. They didn't have a film major there, even though they had like Spike Lee, Samuel L. Jackson, Bill Nunn, all these filmmakers that came from there. So I studied business there and started a film major in the film association while we were there to kind of study on our own until the major was up. And I went from there to USC's film producers program, the START program there, and that's really how I learned more about filmmaking, more about producing. I'm from the backwoods country of South Carolina, man. Bennettsville, South Carolina, and York, South Carolina, which is farm town, cotton field. So for me, I didn't see anybody doing what I wanted to do, and I definitely didn't see anybody doing what I wanted to do that was of color. The difference is now, there's a lot more access just through the internet alone to people, via Twitter. I've reached out to people who are now my mentors. I've reached out to them via Twitter, via Facebook, via Instagram, slide in the DMs one time. Like, do whatever you have to do to get people's attention and to say, look, I'm from Little Rock, I'm from South Carolina. I just want to know more about what you do. I'm not trying to pressure you. Can I get 5 minutes of your time to do a phone call with you? And just do it. And like, look, you reach out to 100 people, 10 people might get back to you, but that's 10 more people who you can bounce ideas off of all of a sudden. And even if you only have one conversation, just make sure you're ready for that conversation. Make sure you have poignant questions and real information that you need from them. And even if you never talk to them again, one day it'll come back around and they'll remember that they helped you, or you'll remember that they helped you, and you'll be able to use that information to get closer to your dream.
Denzel Washington makes his return in The Magnificent Seven.
So you seek revenge?
I seek righteousness.
Directed by Antoine Fuqua, the film follows 7 gunmen in the Old West, gradually coming together to help a poor village against savage thieves. The film is set to hit theaters this fall. You've seen this young star in Columbiana and The Hunger Games as Rue. Now Amanda Stenberg is trying her hand at directing, producing, shooting, editing, and writing her second short film, Blue Girls Burn Fast.
My new foster mom reeks of incense and white girl rebellion.
You can check out the short right now on Vimeo.com.
When did Echo Park become so hip and happening?
Only time you moved here?
Ouch. That's a low blow, my friend.
A story of 2 people coming together across cultural, economic, and racial boundaries is what you'll find in Echo Park. Acquired and distributed by Ava DuVernay's Array Collective and now on Netflix, this Amanda Marsalis directed film now has the opportunity to find a wider audience. Make sure you add this one to your Netflix queue. Now playing at the Riverdale 10 on Cantrell Road is Miles Ahead.
You're under contract here. We actually own that tape.
Miles! You own? How much money you got on you? Okay, you about 19,000 light, but that's a start.
Produced, co-written, starring, and directed by Don Cheadle, Miles Ahead is an exploration of the life and music of Miles Davis. This is Don's directorial debut, and it's very likely the film will not be in Little Rock for much longer, so see it while you can. That's all we have. See you next time.